Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about the new moon, and this new moon is going to occur on February 9th, and it's going to be in Capricorn. The sun and the moon will come together at 26 degrees of Capricorn, and they are going to be in the nakshatra called Dhanishta, which is a very strong nakshatra. It's actually ruled by Mars. And Mars is at its peak right now. So energetically, things are happening now. So before I proceed, I just want to remind everyone that you can sign up for my free newsletter. Go to my website, galacticcenter.org. Sign up for my free newsletter, and don't forget to check out my Patreon page, where you can get so many discounts and opportunities to come together with me. So that's all on galacticcenter.org. Now let's continue on and talk about what's going on in the news and what the world is coming to this month of February with this new moon in Dhanishta. Dhanishta is a very harsh nakshatra because it's ruled by Mars, and it can be quite contentious, but it actually is all about timing. And it seems like this nakshatra means you have to be just guided by your gut, and you just seem to be at the right place at the right time, because it's about timing. It's about sound and vibration, because actually the symbol for this nakshatra is a drum, which is empty, or a flute, which is hollow, which means there's something that's not quite right. Something's missing. But yes, it is the hollowness of the instrument that creates the sound. So this is a lot of pieces that mean things are coming together to create, to be of importance. And most of all, Mars is on this day 3 degrees of Capricorn, which means it is extraordinarily strong. It's exalted, and it is Virgotama. Now, if that just went over your head, let me just tell you, this means that this planet is off the chart strong. A lot of you might say, well, Mars is not an easy planet. It can deal with war, weapons, and energy, anger, violence. But most of all, don't forget that when a planet is strong, it will usually exude with the positive requirements or definitions of this planet, which Mars is energy, drive, ambition, and it rules sports, aggression. It gives us all courage and energy to do things. So this is a time of a great, courageous fight. And we can all be more courageous in our own lives to get things done, to not be procrastinating anymore, because this is what this Mars really has to do with. And looking at Mars, it's going to conjunct Pluto. This will happen soon after this new moon. As a matter of fact, they will be exact on February 13th. And February 13th is intense as well, because Rahu will be with the moon. That's a day that things will be really, really opening up, and action going on. There could be some violence, I have to say, because Pluto is like a Mars on steroids. So you put Mars and Pluto together, we could have some violent disruptions that will strike and make the world a place of fear. So do be aware that there are a lot of things happening, a lot of things that are building. And this is all step by step moving us closer to a big event. But right now, it's all building. Mars, use that energy. I think Mars in Capricorn can really help a lot of people out. But at the same time, yes, it does strengthen Mars. And even the things that Mars is not a good thing for, which is violence and war. Yes, things can start getting really heated up, especially with Mars approaching Pluto. On this new moon, it is just a few degrees away from Pluto. So we're going to feel this sense of urgency and anger and disruption building, and events will happen. Yes, I think there will be more attacks. There will be more moving towards a war. And we've got a lot to worry about, really, the governments, because don't forget, Mars, Pluto, Mercury, Moon, and the Sun are all in the sign of Capricorn, which is the sign of governments. And this affects every government around the world. People and governments have to take action, and things have got to be solved that have been building and causing great problems. Now, everything focuses through Saturn during this time. And Saturn is the planet of discipline, focus, structure, organization, and responsibility. And most of all, like I've been telling you over and over again, it deals with karma. So I know you think there's been so many instances where karma hasn't played out the way it should. It always does. Sometimes not as soon as you think it will. But Saturn is very strong, and a lot of people are going to have to start paying up karmically what they have been getting away with. Let me put it that way. So there is a lot going on with Saturn. Now, another thing is the Jupiter-Uranus. Jupiter and Uranus at this time are still in the nakshatras, not quite conjunct, but they're in Bharani. And that nakshatra symbol is the birthing process. It is something that is about to be birthed and happen. And with Mars being the planet that rules Aries, this makes it really strong. A lot of things are getting heated up with this new moon. Remember, a new moon is a new beginning. And the seeds are being planted, which will take root or be even more developments concerning what this new moon is talking about by the time of the full moon in 2 weeks. And this means a lot is being planted, and a lot of changes are about to transpire concerning leaders in the government. And wars. Yes, I still believe there's going to be major wars taking place within countries. And with the political lead, people are not happy. Half the people are not happy, and they're starting to become a lot angrier. And things are starting to heat up. And yes, I do think we have a problem in the U.S. Things are going to start to really, really heat up. And this year of 2024 is going to be one of the biggest changes we've seen on our planet for a long time. And we've seen a lot all the way up to this point. So I'm seeing a lot more will become more evident, more obvious. And another thing that I'm seeing is that Rahu and Ketu, they are in Pisces and Virgo, which can deal a lot with suffering and major problems with health and breakdown in a society, and things that we don't see with Rahu being in Pisces. We can't see what's really behind all of this. And little by little, there will be more and more exposure. Now, there will be great cover-ups, great big cover-ups, but Slowly but surely, as I've been saying, the truth comes out. Karma plays out. Now, Venus at the time of this new moon still sits in Sagittarius. Just about 3 days later, we will have Venus also in the sign of Capricorn, making governments even more held accountable for things that they haven't done, and getting them to work harder to get the things they should get done during this time. So the month of February is a month of action, of things coming through the surface where it's got to start creating an end to all the chaos, but a lot of work has to be done. Saturn is work and discipline, and a lot of cleanup's going to start. But of course, we're going to have chaos before we have peace. So just get ready. But I want you to use this energy for yourself, which is a powerhouse of energy. You can get so much done, and the next few months it will surprise yourself because you'll have more drive, more ambition, more energy, more courage to complete what you have been holding off on or feeling blocked with. Move forward, and I promise you, you will surprise yourself with the amounts of energy and conquest and things that you're going to get done in your own life. So with that, I think I'll close. Remember, if you would like to learn more about me, get a reading, or you would like to study with me, first go to my website, galacticcenter.org. And remember, I have a school. You can go to that website, which is universityofvedicastrology.com. Thank you.